everybody, this is DearMamaSal, and the word for today is cold. Well, hi everyone, this is DearMamaSal, and the cold I'm talking about is not cold, but I've got a cold in my nose. So if I accidentally sniff or sneeze or whatever, please forgive me. I'm doing the best I can. And, I'm not really surprised, and I'm sure you're not either. I'm pretty sure my immune system is a lot lower than it normally is. Anyway, today I am off to the other house. For those of you who don't know, I'm in the process of moving between two houses, and tomorrow all the furniture and crud moves. And so I'm going to do a couple of things. My goal today is to go get some cash, because I've obviously got to tip the moving guys, and then also get some food for them, because they're going to have a long day, as am I. And then I am going to the house to do some last minute things before they get there. I'm sort of going to clean a path for them to be able to start moving furniture fairly quickly. At the moment, I think I've got what could only be called as a very interesting obstacle course in some places, and in other places I have got a maze where you would have to actually know what you're doing to be able to get out of it. So I could say amazing. Yeah, bumpy road. Amazing, isn't it, that I left a place that had a bumpy road near it and now I've got another one. There are lots of similarities that I found. Anyway, so the good news is I am a lot calmer today than I will be this time tomorrow. I'm pretty sure of that. The other thing is that I didn't get any input from any of you as to what I could be saying to myself all day tomorrow. This too shall pass. Oh, maybe I did hear that. Yes. No, I'm trying to think of what I'm going to do, which is just go breathe. Don't, I know what happens to me under stress, and I'm certain you all know what happens to you under stress. When I go under heavy stress that I can't control, that's the issue, isn't it? When I go into heavy stress that I can't control, then I get snippy, and I am pretty sure that the movers are not going to need that or warrant it or whatever. So I'm going to really use it as a lesson in very serious self-control for the day. So every time I want to get snippy, I'm going to go sunny, not snippy. Yes, be sunny, not snippy. There you go. That would work for me. Got it. Okay. Because this is like, they're just doing their job and they're trying to do it, and it's not going to be easy for them either. So I admire people who do that for a living. I cannot imagine doing that for a living. I almost want to show them I'm certain some of you will relate to this. I almost want to show them pictures of what the house used to look like before I made this mess. It really was pretty once, people. Yeah. Never mind. So the good news is this time the day after tomorrow, the big move will be done. The big move will be done, and I will be in the unpacking phase as opposed to the moving phase. So what I'm going to do is just take it easy. I'm also going to contact the buyer and let them know that if they want to start moving stuff in the day before completion, I'm okay with that because I will have had the place clean by then. And that might help them as well get set up the day before. I will let my realtor know that I'm okay with that. Well, I'm not going to be in there, am I? So they might as well be. And they might as well set up, some kitchen stuff and some bathroom stuff, and so that moving day is easier for them. All right, so I'm off to go and do I'm going to go money, food, house, because that's in the order of importance. Actually, I could get the money at the food place, couldn't I? Yes. Let me do that. So money and food, and then to the house, and then home. I need to get to bed early tonight. I need to get to the futon early tonight. Tomorrow night I can sleep on my bed. Yay! Because I have to be ready to let them into the house at 8 o'clock in the morning. Yikes. Not my idea of fun. I can do this. It's nearly, the worst of it is nearly over. No. All right, there's the thing. Will the unpacking be worse than the packing? I don't think so. I could be so wrong, but I don't think so. I think because I know I've got the rest of my life to unpack it if I want to. And as I was saying yesterday, if I know that this was in the bedroom, then I know I've only got about 12 bags and 20 cubies to go through before I find it. Or never. And how many of you know the things I'm going to buy again because I just can't find them and I need it, so I go and buy another one? I'm certain there'll be a lot of that. And I'm going to give myself permission to be human on that one. Sometimes it's quicker just to go and get another one. Which is why I've probably got 5 routers. No. That's not the reason why. But you know what I mean? It's just like, I think we all know that problem. All right, I'll speak to you the other side. Well, one of the things that I have done is to reposition my garbage and my organics so that I can open it and empty. Well, still undercover. I can hear at least one person going stealth. So, see this? I can open both of them now and still be undercover. So what happened was the green cart was here and then the garbage one was over there. And to be able to do that, I'd have to climb over the balcony and never mind. It was very awkward. So it was a case of if I don't want to get wet, I'm going to make a plan. And that's my plan, and it works. Hey! Well, I keep looking at that space and thinking this time tomorrow, that's going to have my dining room table on it. And this time tomorrow, that will have a couch, and that will have a love seat. And that will be clear of sleeping materials. Or not. And then the view from here will be totally different. I'm probably going to have to get a second television because I'm sort of quite like sitting opposite the fire and watching TV while I work on stuff on my computer. So I'm going to get a smaller one than that because I am concerned that in an earthquake or something, or somebody accidentally knocking against this could send my television for a loop, which we wouldn't want, right? So I might get a smaller one just to put up there. Well, the kitchen hopefully won't change that much by tomorrow. It'll still look gorgeous. So I'm just walking you through because this is the last time you'll probably see it clean for a long time. All right, so the laundry room will be probably a little bit busier. This is that flex room between the living room and the dining room areas. And let me try and tell you what I'm thinking. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm thinking of putting my desk and my hutch and everything and making that the craft area. And then the plan is to put my bookcases along there. So that's the plan. The studio will be chaotic tomorrow. It will be full. I'm sure of that. And then the bedroom, the bedroom has instructions already, which is carpet first, then the heavy bed. And obviously I will have that unit that is next to my bed at the moment. I'll have one unit there and I'll put my TV on top of that. I'm going to buy nice side tables eventually. I'm going to treat myself to that. But at the moment, I'm just going to use the cruddy ones that I've got because they work. Or maybe I'll paint them. I don't know. Okay. And then the bathroom. Well, I haven't tidied up, but my bathroom will hopefully look much the same. So wish me luck, people. So I'm leaving little notes for the new owners, but I know what you're saying, Sal, you just cleaned up that fridge. Well, this is all snacks for tomorrow, for the movers and shakers. And I decided I would have some healthy and some not so healthy, whatever it takes for me to survive and to make them feel that I appreciated what they were doing. So that's what we've got. And then I cleared all the countertops so I can put the food out. I've got things that are going to be washed overnight while I go, and then I can make coffee for them tomorrow. Yeah, you know, it's me. I know what you're saying. You don't have to do that, so. Well, you're asking me to not be who I am, so that's it. So I'm going to put this on. That's coming with me. That's all stuff. I did a good job today, actually. I was quite surprised. I'm trying to ignore the crud on the floor because once they've moved, then I'll just come in and sweep the whole lot. And then I will send Clarence the cleaner, for those of you who don't know. Once I've taken the big stuff off, I will send, there he is, Clarence the cleaner, off to go and just get all the obvious stuff off the floors. And then I will let Molly May do the rest. I can do this. This time tomorrow, what time is it? It'll all be going into my other house. It's enough for today. Whew. Well, I did a good job. It's 3:47. Resting heart rate 88. Considering what I've just done, I'm pretty proud of myself for that resting heart rate. All right. So you will see, because I'll do some snippets for you, that I cleaned up the kitchen. Well, you know, cleaned up is, you know, sort of open to interpretation. From where it was to where it is, it's cleaned up. It's not cleaned up. What's the point, right? But what I did was I cleaned up so that I could serve food in it tomorrow, because what we're going to do is, let everybody pack up, and then before we go to the second place, what we'll do is we'll all eat. And I bought them a feast. And why not? I was told, some Timmies and coffee would be great, and I'm going, no, I don't think so. I think I need some protein and probably some carbs. So I bought, sliced meat and a choice between sandwiches or make yourself a Subway type thing. Oh, I forgot the cheese. I'll take cheese with me tomorrow. No, I've got spreadable cheese, that's right, instead of butter. So, but then I've got some cookies, and I got some trail mix, and I got some candies, and some bananas. So, and I know you're all rolling your eyes at me, and I understand that. But it's who I am, and I'm glad to be who I am, and I'm okay with it. What I'm going to be doing is I've actually got a car full of potentially dead plants. I've got to be the only person that transports potentially dead plants. They're potentially dead because they've been in the other house and haven't been watered properly. And and you're saying, so why transport them? Why not just huck them? Well, what if they're alive? They could just be in a coma, a bit like the orange tree. So they're going home, and they're going to be, fed and watered and given nutrients and stuff. And, if by the spring they show no signs of life, then they will get hucked or become compost for this year's stuff. Poor things. I didn't mean to kill them. You know that. Right, now the other thing, so all the food's ready. I got the tip money ready. I got that. Now, what I'm going to do is fill up my car with gas, so that I don't have that concern tomorrow, because I see I've only got just over a quarter of a tank. Well, I mean, you're saying quarter of a tank, you only live 15 minutes away. Yeah, but it's my gas guzzling Jeep, right? So I may just put in like $40 or something, just to make sure I'm clear. Really? Anyway, so I got a little bit of a I don't know if I told you this. I'll find out when I do the replay of this, but I'm fast asleep this morning. I mean, literally fast asleep. And my phone goes. Now, you understand that in itself is unusual. And I'm thinking Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, just take the first initials of those. Anyway, now I wear a Darth Vader mask. I have sleep apnea, so I wear one of those masks that forces air, so I keep breathing and stay alive. So I got my Darth Vader mask on. I got telephone ringing, and I'm trying to find the telephone, and I'm trying to rip off the Darth Vader mask. You got the picture. It was very pretty. Then I had to try and find, a couple of brain cells that were actually functioning at that time of the day. And I looked at my watch and saw that it was, 10 to 8. I mean, who phones at 10 to 8? Apparently, the Alexa doctor does. He's a specialist, you understand. He keeps specialist hours in goodness knows what country that he lives in. Anyway, so I spoke to the specialist, doctor guy, and he was following up on our call from yesterday, of course. And I said, well, I think I've found out what the problem is. So he said, and what do you think it is? And I said, for some reason, Alexa is telling me when people leave me email in my inbox. And he sort of, you could tell he didn't think that was possible. And then later I noticed that she even told me about something in Facebook. So I don't know where she's picking that up from, but she is. I also noticed, and I didn't tell him that yet because, you know, he doesn't believe me half the time, that if ever I touch my phone, it interrupts. You know, I was listening to music from the 50s this morning, which I can, you know, sing along to because I know every single word. And along with most of the ones from the 60s for sure. It's the Beatles. But anyway, I was singing along to some, you know, Alexa was playing me music from the 50s. And I touched my phone, and every time I... Now you might wonder what happened there. Don't worry about it. Anyway, so every time I touched my phone, it interrupted the music. Well, you and I both know that I use my phone quite a bit. So if every time somebody just hucked a cigarette out of the window. First of all, very few people still smoke in British Columbia, but anyway, never mind. I've got better things to worry about. So I'm not quite sure about that one. What I've decided, I'm going to keep notes. And in about a week, you know, after all this stuff has finished, well, you know, it hasn't finished, but I am in my house, I own it, and I'm debt-free type feeling. Then I will have time to think about what illnesses Alexa might still have. And is it really important in our lives? You know, maybe it's just like eczema, you know, or eczema. Yeah, it depends which country you're in. So, you know, and it's not major. Yeah, it'd be nice if you could fix it, but it's not going to kill you. Now, the other thing is, because we've got bigger problems coming, people, the reason I have the Echo Dot is because I'm going to have one of those doorbells, the ring ones, with a camera in it. And the camera will then hook up to my phone, or so they say. So that, you see, because what I've got a front door that's got glass in it, but it's all frosted glass, so you have to open the door to find out who is outside, which can be pretty dangerous, I think, for somebody of my age. I'd rather know who that is outside before I open the door. Do you get my drift? You know, maybe I'm picky. And I've tried plan B, C, and D. I know you're saying, did you try seeing if you can see it from another window? The peculiar thing about my front door is it's slightly indented from the side of the house. So if I go to any of the other windows and have a little peek around, I'm not going to see anyway. Never mind. Then, if that wasn't enough, I was busy dealing with, you know, the specialist. I got rid of him. And I realized, you know, trying to talk to a techie at 10 to 8 in the morning before I've had my first coffee is not a good idea. Generally, it was not a good idea. I'm busy trying to chase the two brain cells, you know, get them to wake up and to, you know, fly in formation. You know, while he's busy going in an accent at 300 words a minute. And I'm pretending I can understand him. You probably know that feeling. So then, never mind. What I did is, after I got rid of the Alexa Doctor, I went and made coffee. All things are going to be better. And, you know, I thought I'd make coffee, have that, sit quietly, read my emails, and then, you know, go and get squeaky clean. Because I won't have time to get squeaky clean tomorrow morning. So then I was busy sitting there gazing at my computer with my coffee, and everything was copacetic. Love that word. Everything was copacetic. And then I opened up this email from my realtor, and it said something about they'll be there to hand over the keys on February the 12th. Now, you and I both know that February the 12th is Molly Maid Day. You know, the 10th is I Got Junk, 1-800-JUNK. Then a rest day. Oh no, then a Sign the Papers Day, that's Tuesday. Then Wednesday's Molly Maid Day. And I thought Thursday was Hand Over the Keys Day. Now you understand, if Wednesday, Molly Maid Day, is Hand Over the Keys Day, and it's at 11 o'clock, and Molly Maid isn't coming until after lunch, that could be just a tad bit of a problem. So I decided not to panic, because I rested yesterday, which helps me not panic as much. Anyway, so I rested other than Alexa issues. Anyway, so I took a deep breath and went, okay, fine. Play dumb, Sal. It's difficult for you, but play dumb. And I wrote back to my realtor and I said, oh gosh, I wonder if you'd be good enough to check me and just double check for me what the date and exact time is so that I've got it in my head. Pretending that, And of course, the next thing I got back was another email saying, oh my gosh, you're quite right. It isn't the 12th, it's the 13th. And I'm going, Molly Maid should be finished by then. No guarantee, but should be. Okay, I'm going to pick up some gas and I'll be back. Maybe. What can I say? So good. Probably not one redeeming factor in it. And which is why it tastes so good. And I deserve it. Okay. I'm apologizing to my mother because I'm talking with my mouth full. If ever you see me do that, it's like, yeah, I know. Amazing. She's been gone 25 years at least, and she still nags me. No, get over it. No, I won't. Alright, so everything's good, and now all I need to do is get the dead flowers back home. And oh, by the way, I want you to make that comment. A couple of people said things like, when you get the furniture in there, it'll seem like home. I assure you that it actually does. My new place feels more home to me now than my old place. I walked into my old place today, and because I'm not living there, it smells musty. And the first thing I did when I walked in there was to walk in and open all the doors because, I don't know whether you guys do that, but I like to do that. I do it first thing in the morning when I get up and I'm dressed. First thing I do is open up the doors, and I'm doing it at the new place as well. And what I do is I go empty the garbage or whatever and keep the doors open while I'm doing that, quickly sweep the deck, do things like that, and to let fresh air into the house. And boy, I really noticed it when I walked into my place, because it's been locked up for a couple of days. You can really smell the difference. Mind you, it smells of cardboard. Lots of cardboard. So the reality is that I actually was, when I looked around today, after I finished, I need to fill some potholes on this road now, after that snow. Rather a lot of potholes here that are rather dangerous to the tires. Anyway, after I finished cleaning up the kitchen a little bit today, I looked around and it looks a whole lot better than it did. The whole, and then I looked at the other the other rooms. And yeah, I've got two or three closets that I haven't finished. But you know something? When I look in those closets, what's in there? Already packed boxes. So I'm actually, there's a whole lot of crud on my bed. But you know, I'm not too worried about that because they're just going to need to make me, I'm not going to make boxes. Let them make boxes, you know. Let them tape boxes. Yeah, my back has had enough. And I noticed today for the first time my left knee has had enough. It didn't want to let me kneel. You know what I mean? It was sore. And so I'm going, no, I'm not going to do that stuff. Let young, healthy men do that. And I'll fill them. I don't mind filling them, but I'm not going to make them and tape them. Let them do that. Busy day. So I'm going to get the dead plants home, and I'm not quite sure where to put them. I'm thinking maybe I could put them in a bathtub, or I tell you what, I could even put them in my shower, because nobody would see them there and know that I brought home dead plants, right? Because you know I'm scared of somebody judging them, which everybody would. But you know, I'm pretty good at resuscitation. But some of these, I'm afraid, may have flatlined while I wasn't watching. And this time, it wasn't because I thought they were fake, it's because I didn't look after them properly. I mean, really. How could I do that? I kept them going all up until now. And in the last week, I killed them. Yeah, nice. Never mind. It is what it is. And I can't say, well, they're just plants. I mean, plants. Very important. So I hope you had a good day, and this time tomorrow, it is now 4:14, this time tomorrow, there won't necessarily be a lot of me left. I'm pretty sure that my sense of humor will be stretched by then. It actually depends. If the guys have got a good sense of humor, I can probably keep my sense of humor a little bit longer. And I'm just also going to make sure that the guy whose job it is to pack with me, I'm going to just explain to him, I know you're going to look at this stuff and you're not going to care, but you're going to watch me pack crud and wonder, what the heck am I doing? And just know I unpack and sort better than I sort and pack. I find what I do is I take the whole box and I unpack it. On that beautiful countertop in the kitchen. And then it's not going to be enough room. Hold on a second. Anyway, and then, you know, I hate things on that countertop, so you know, every time I go near the kitchen, I tidy a few more things away and a few more things, and then a few more, and then eventually I go, oh, look at that, it's tidy again. So I reckon that's the way to go. So I hope you've had a good day, and I will get this vlog edited and try and get to bed early. But first, dead plant time. Bye for now. So when I say I'm not going to bring anything home to unpack, this is what it looks like. And my poor hibiscus. No, I can save that. That's definitely not a dead plant. That's just a very thirsty one. But there's some others that don't look quite as well. Yeah, never mind.